Forget the bridges we don't build, this time I let them all burn. They try to count me out, when now it's the word. I bring in paper, paper, paper from the first to the third. They count me out, now count me in. Oh, I'm hot, sizzling. Don't count me out, it all begins right now. Catch me if you can, never really care what they say. On God, only ever care about one thing. Ching, ching, ching. Cha-ching, rack-case. Hit the bank, ba-bang, put you in your play. Wait, they done got me started, without me it's not.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Brought down around the 16 or 17, showing some tough running there. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Heineke now. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Play action now. Here's Heineke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Heineke's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And yet again, it's McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And they're indeed going. Here's Heineke. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 35 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That one is slant to McLaurin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup.
Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Samson Ebukam. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. D Ford that time, showing what he can do defensively. Credit him with a tackle for loss. Second and 15. Throwing. Heineke. He'll buy some time right. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Heineke. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
4th down, Heineke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That catch good for only a couple. On play action, now Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get this down to the 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Garoppolo now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Here's Sanu on the catch. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gold now out to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost. Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. From the 45 on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick, and Thomas has it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Fitzpatrick. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down. Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Caught by Sanu. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Niners. Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Like 80.
They hand it off to Mostert. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
Gotta make the right decision, no, it might be my last. People view everything different when you touching on the bad. What you see as good intentions is for clout and haters mad. You can never be as such you carry, gotta wear a mask. They be pulling at you, grabbing at you, pop up trying to change you. I built my own foundation and there ain't no rearranging. Moving careful every day is exactly how I played it. Not looking for #1, but that's exactly how I'm paid.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Washington football team. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard. Shy of the 25 and the 24. Time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Heineke. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there for Washington.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Gibson, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Gibson, and this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Gotta make the right decision, no, it might just be my last. People view everything different when you're touching on the back. What you see is good intentions, if the cloud and hit is mad. You can never be a subject carry, gotta wear a mask. They be pulling at you, grabbing at you, pop, I'm trying to change you. I built my own foundation and there ain't no rearranging. Moving careful every day, exactly how I played it. Not looking for number 1, but that's exactly how I'm paid. I got choices, I'm getting opinion from so many voices. Bring the horses so I can get up away from all the noise. Too many people tell me what I should do, I take it and laugh. They not knowing if I mess up, I can end up falling flat. If I write a bad tweet, I ain't in my whole street.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from FedEx Field. DeAndre Carter returning it. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They go play action. Now Heineke rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. Heineke now from the 50. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Heineke. Flushed out right. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's got some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, 57 yards. And the Patriots on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A first down throw for Heineke. Flush to his right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Heineke's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And the play fake, and now Heineke steps away. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Heineke on 3rd and 2. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots are going to have it here just past the 25. What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're down, but it felt like they were pressing it too much. They didn't need to play catch-up this early in the game, and it ended up costing them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 2, Jones. He completes it to Henry. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mugged that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 68 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Heineke. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Heineke eluding the pressure right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. On 2nd and 10, Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A final shot before break. Jones. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Here comes Johnson on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On first down, Stevenson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A give to Harris. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They run for it with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Heineke now. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
There he goes left side. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 71 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Returning it, Johnson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9 points.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Heineke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. The failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Stevenson. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Folk for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't it?
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Jones. open man is Kendrick Bourne. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Heineke on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Quick hitter here. It's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Judon getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.
6 chill, fool, for real, for real.
Project fences to live in luxury. Now we live luxury. Straight out that bottom, nobody gave nothing to me. Be careful with me. All of my little brothers body they for me. Yeah, they gon' for me. Lay in the cut with them for free. Say she in love with me. But say you love, I just want your company. I fall in the club for free. I give out daps and them husband the ones for me. Cause that type don't phase a player. This type of is what make a hater when you got it out the mud, yeah. Ran it up, yeah. Really don't get no, yeah. Don't get no win, turn nothing to something, yeah. Really hustling, yeah. Y'all getting that money, yeah. We getting that money, yeah. Rags to riches, 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 rags to riches. Rags to riches, yeah.
I went from rags to riches, I still go back to the trenches. We had to smash them. No silver spoons, we had plastic utensils. He just came home, he still packing his. Die in these streets or get saved by the system or get you some millions. My lifestyle is vicious. These ain't gon' miss you. They on your partner, act like they forgot you. That how you sick. My girl, she the realest. I know how to pick 'em. I know what I did. I need you to back with me. I know get ugly, but that's why you pretty and pushing the Bentley. My kind of stink. I put up no millions. I never go broke. I'm a god in my hood. I give everyone hope. Can't remember a time when my answer was no. I remember the times I had nowhere to go. Down to my lowest, I turned to a poet. I'm pouring my heart out. I bought my little boy house. I brought all the bros out. I never try show out. I'm never gonna go out. Never that every time that I turn around, I'm giving back. Once that bitch dead, it ain't no getting back. I was giving my all, not asking for it back. I had blue hearts at first, I had to turn them black. Rags to riches, 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 rags to riches. Rags to riches.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Washington football team. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. On second down now, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, Connor, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now looking to throw on 1st down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Play action. Heineke. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. The 30. 10. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Heineke. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Heineke's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Heineke. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Heineke. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
First down, Heineke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to...
That's what we doing. I don't even gotta say I'm the queen of my city no more, man. They know I'm the queen, man. They already jacked that. Yeah, man. can never lose. What you thought? I'm the queen of New York. You shred life. I'm a big stepper. I bleed when I walk. Big flexer. This is chess, not checkers. My checks up. When they talk down, tell them bless up. I ain't giving no lecture. No. Got me charged up like a Tesla. Foot on their necks. Pressure. So many people let me down. Why would I let up? Can't trust these Philly. Nah, it's a setup. I can't trust these pretty MOB forever. My heart told me love, get your together. And when you take a couple L's, you gon' win forever. Give up, I'll never. I don't give a what you did first, I probably did it better. 6 years independent winning, will it end? Never. I'm a living legend, even when I die, I'ma live forever. I'm one word with 10 letters, successful. One word with 10 letters, successful. Yeah, I'm God's gift, but that bar, I'm the big devil. I'm the big demon. Can't trick me if she a gold digger, I'm the big shovel. She the big. I like a thick with a thick bank and a thick schedule. Yeah, and I'm the it ain't changed, just a different level. Yeah, I'm one word with 10 letters, successful. One word with 10 letters, successful. And I'm top 10, and if you think otherwise, I got it locked and I'm locked in. I'm cut different, I am not them. We shred life and we tied in. They got me and I got them. They say I'ma go to hell for all of this sinning. Well, let me rock them. It's time out for you when I put the time in. No handouts, I put the grind in. Got in my bag and I got rich when I climbed in. They clock out when I clock in. Cause I'm the big spitter. Only competition I would probably have is what? It's a twin sister.
Zone 6, Pirates, Whipper. Pirate.
The flow, where did it off rip? Let me tell you a story, I was a G, That company coming in like a kiss, I was hanging around it just like a cliff, We were them boys up on the strip, Yeah, swapping on Christmas like the Grinch, And we taking it before they, Let's curry the hit, he done snitched, I ain't do it, do a thing, officer, handcuff, click, fight with mama, ding, ding, kept me in, got a green card, it was hard, let the beat, She said, don't get deported, you on the brink, Every day is a mic clip, I'm a flip,
NXI, got NXI, ETY, NXI, ETY, got NXI, ETY, NXI, ETY, got NXI, ETY, NXI, ETY, got NXI, ETY.
Then a UFO blimp, fly from Old Town party, I keep drive down Wingwood, Bezzy and things. If you're there with a friend, watch, don't bother blink.
Next thing you know, then take out everything.
All of me money, bling, bling, Fendi bag, shoestring,
I must see karma, what I been, me eye them low like Mr. ANXIETY thing, had a humor is a real thing, Him used to thief out the people, them thing,
Full circle, come round like this ring, offspring,
I'm in penny minute, and let me waste, I'm in but I got thief anything anyway, and still I got
NXI, got NXI, ETY, 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 NXI, got NXI, ETY.
You got to be the one that people looking up to. Yeah, I tried to reach the sun, but got me stuck to my shoes. Yeah, you got to be the one that people looking up to. Yeah, I tried to reach the sun, but got me stuck to my shoes. I'm only human. I'm not perfect, just a person. I'm only human. Sometimes happy, sometimes nervous. I'm only human. I'm not perfect, just a person. I'm only human. Sometimes happy, sometimes nervous. I'm new to this game, I ain't been here long, so forgive me if I get this wrong. I get lost sometimes, literally I roam. I had to figure certain things.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between our visitors and our home team. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it here with Blount. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Back to throw here, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Thomas has got it, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 38 yards. And the Tigers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action. It's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He goes underneath to Freeman. Freeman the first down and more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And it's a fumble. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And they go play action now. Burrow, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Tigers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... Blitz coming, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I look at the stars, they asking me what do I see? I noticed that lately all them constellations been looking like me. Inspired to shine, inspired to dream. I think of my life and I feel that I may be as good as I seem. Coming up, I dreamt of the checks I be running up. I sat on my bed writing lyrics and songs. I would practice them all, but it wasn't enough. I want to perform, I want a crowd singing it back to me, stadium loud. Homies in front turning up, getting down. They gone off the and proud. That energy hit when the lights on. That energy hit when it's my song. I'm starting to think like a mogul. I'm starting to feel like an icon. Cause I ain't the same and I know it, but I got the heart of a poet. That money is good, but it's new here. I'm trying so hard not to blow it. Cause all of my friends walk around and they icy, pricey. But when it come to me, I prefer just a tee and some Nikes. Fight me, I might be running from changes, I like how it is. Easy to cover the life that I live. Still ain't got used to the sight from the crib. I knew I would have it when I was a kid. At moments the nights would be dark, won't hold you, the journey was long. Through all of the imagine the younger me singing this song, yeah. Like hickory dickory, my clock has been ticking to victory. I don't have a fear in the world. Whenever it's time, I know they'll be listening. Hickory dickory down, if I want to think, then I know that I gotta get the rock. Gotta go harder with every drop. I be remembered like Biggie and Pac. That be the reason I stay on my grind. I ain't wasting no time when I'm racing the clock, yeah. Hickory dickory down, if I can see them as a link, then I know that I gotta behave as the watch. Crank up if only by a notch. Master the art and then give him a swatch. Put everything that I got on the line. I ain't wasting no time cause I'm racing the clock, yeah. I'm a star now, and visions don't feel very far now. My parents were stressing. Worry no more cause your girl got a job now. And she can afford an apartment. And soon she gon' push it to start it. And everyone know who she is. When she leave the crib, she not getting carded. And that ain't from college, nah. That is all by the wonderful work of her hands. And maybe the prayers y'all send up at midnight when y'all ain't know if I could see out my plan, yeah. But mama, I made it. And daddy, I'm favored. It's how I stay grounded. Cause I'm a lady, yeah. Now all of my messages full of these who say we're related. I never met, no. Why would I make out a check to him? Listen, I know how that sound, and it might have been different if I grew up next to him. We've been so distant, they question me if I found out how to send out a text to him. It was just me with my head down, eyes red, barely slept in my bed. 14-hour bus rides, windows pillow my head. I knew it was coming, yeah, so I never stopped running. I'm watching the lights go by, I sat on that bus, I was humming, yeah.
Hickory dickory dock, just a bippity bob.
If I want to think, then I know that I gotta get the rock. Gotta go harder with every drop. I be remembered like Biggie and Pac. That be the reason I stay on my grind. I ain't wasting no time when I'm racing the clock, yeah.
Hickory dickory dock, just a bippity bob.
If I can see them as a link, then I know that I gotta behave as the watch. Crank it up if only by a notch. Master the art and then give him a swatch. Put everything that I got on the line. I ain't wasting no time cause I'm racing the clock, yeah.
All you pagan youths were sleeping when I told you that Blast was next, yeah? Well, now look.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between our visitors and our home team. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Throwing on first down. Frazier. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. 55 yards. And the Tigers have taken the early lead. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. There goes Green. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. 66 yards. And the Cornhuskers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. And the Cornhuskers ready to kick this thing off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.
Odell Beckham Jr. and touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Tigers have regained the lead. Just an unbelievable start, less than a minute in. They're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They'll run on first down. Green. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Green. There goes Green. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cornhuskers have yet again retaken the lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. And what a big-time play there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On 2nd down, it's Green. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. third down. Green. He'll have a first down past the 40.
All you got to do is look and learn. Look and learn, baby.
The 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cornhuskers add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here's Nebraska now after the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Randy Gregory able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. To try again after the sack. Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On first down, it's Green. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. But 209 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. It's Green. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a give right side. It's Green. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Marr now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Going deep here for Landry. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 59 yards. And the Tigers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. A big pick up there on the run. They'll run on first down. Green. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down. They'll try the left side. Green showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Cornhuskers add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago. And we're right. Odell Beckham Jr. 30. 10. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. 81 yards. And the Tigers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second and 9. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Frazier. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
It's over. It's over. Let's dominate.
Touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Cornhuskers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And the Cornhuskers ready to kick this thing off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On 3rd down, Burrow. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Landry. And he's going to get get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Again, it's Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now it's Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Levante David. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Green. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Green. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think